A family friend of ours makes Christmas cookies. Every year since I was 5, we get them every year. I remember waiting by the front door. The same weekend they came, I'd sit there every Saturday by the front step just waiting for her to show up with these cookies. So I'd be the first one to eat them. This last year I wasn't home for Christmas. And I vividly remember telling my dad, like, save me a bag, like freeze them, save them. I don't care, I wanna eat them. They only come once a year. I need to have them. It's like Christmas every year, like clockwork. They come, I open the door, I'm like, where are they? Like, I don't even live at home anymore, and I still go home just to try to get these cookies. My name is Robyn Shutt, and I live in San Francisco, California, born and raised in the area. Food really brings us together, and I think food and language are the two things that keep you connected to your cultural roots. My mom speaks Cantonese, I don't, but I am very connected through the food and the practices and the things that we're doing all the time. My grandmother she made this like sticky rice every Thanksgiving. So we'd have like Chinese food and the traditional American food, but every Thanksgiving we got this like sticky rice. Every Christmas we got this like traditional Chinese like pork thing, as well as like noodles. And so those were always memories that I had. We'd always go to this one restaurant down on Jackson Street for every birthday. And I think knowing the food really, that's what keeps me so tied to the fact that I'm Chinese, is because when I walk, like I'm like, I know the food, I know how to make it, I know where it comes from, I know why we eat it. Like you always eat lettuce wraps on New Year's. During your birthday, you get these like long birthday noodles, and it's one long noodle. Every holiday we get the same thing. Each of us had like a signature dish we got. Every Christmas we got this like traditional Chinese like pork thing. Chinese New Year we would get dishes that were very similar to what we'd get from our villages in China. So like my grandfather always wanted to get dishes that he had back when he was a kid. I love making everything myself, from like bread to like jams. The first bread I ever made was a pumpkin bread with my mother, because that's what she makes over Thanksgiving and the holidays to give away to people, is pumpkin bread. I think this is a good way to like, A, stay connected with your roots, and B, learn how to like make bread. It's really not that hard. You pay like a lot of money for bread at the store, and you can make homemade bread that's just as good. Food brings you back to like your parents, your home, your childhood. I grew up in a family where my grandmother was not very good with necessarily like expressing words. Like she was never like, oh, I love you. But she always fed you. So if you say you like something, like when I was little, my grandma really liked this Chinese sponge cake called Gai Dun Go. Every time I saw her, I had like a whole box, like 2 dozen worth of things. And I'm like, I can't tell her I love anything, because I end up with like boxes of it. Like, I think food is how you show people that you care. It's because it's taking care of them. It's like giving them something that you have to share with them, like breaking bread with somebody new. It's like a common saying. So that's why I think I learned to cook. And I think that's something that ties everybody together. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, where you're from, what language you speak. Put down food in front of people and people come and they like talk and they mumble like, this is good, like in a language you may not know. But yeah, that's why I learned to cook, is because I think it's how you show people you care.